Hello and welcome to another video. In today's video I have this PlayStation 3 that seems to be having some issues. Why don't we just power it on and you can listen to what the issue is. So right now I'm firing up GTA 5 and as you can hear the fan is starting to go pretty crazy. So as you can hear over the sound, so you might be able to hear me over the sound of the fan, but as you can hear it's going pretty crazy and I've just booted up the game normally. And after a while after a while it's going to come up with a warning up in the corner saying with the CPU temperature warning. So you can hear that it's clearly still going full tilt, so probably the thermal paste is dried out and I'm going to replace it. Okay, it's nice to be able to hear something again, but I think the culprit is the thermal paste, which has dried out. So what I'm going to do is just take it apart, and then we can see. So I have there's a screw in the bottom here with the hard drive. Okay, it seems that I do have all of these screws out. It's just that there's a tab under here which is locking it in place. So I kind of have to get that out somehow. There you go. That sounds like it broke instead, but whatever. Sounds like a broken tab. Oh, actually not. Okay, it didn't break. It's just like, look at that. What the fuck? And there's the same. There's no way you're gonna get down with the front first, right? So the tab here, and the tab in the other side is broken. So okay, let's wait to the tab. Let's see if it comes out. I feel like there was something that broke, but yeah. Anyways, so we can start taking out some of these little connectors for the DVD drive. As a see, there's no ribbon connector for that. It is connected. Oh, there's a connector. Okay, there's something. So this guy. Okay, so okay, never mind, you do just need to yank on it. So it's these terminals that transfer the power down into the PS3 that are just really tight. I guess that's a good thing, so it's not going to have a bad connection. I think we're going to take this little ribbon connector, take that out. There you go. Let's just leave these components over here. Okay, so finally we're in, and the next step is to remove the shield here and the bracket holding like the backplate to the CPU and graphics chip for that matter. So So this is a bit, again, a bit larger. Don't see anymore. I know there's one screw that I don't have, which is supposed to be here, which is that one. Because when I took it apart the first time, it broke the screw, and I ended up having to kind of grind it out. So yeah, that's not alive anymore. Okay, so it kind of lifts up, and we can get the Wi-Fi antenna through the little hole here, hopefully. If I can angle it correctly. Doesn't go like that. Yeah, there you go. Cool. So we're at the motherboard now. It's really long to get to this thermal paste, and this is a this is a connector, so you could actually remove the Wi-Fi antenna. It just disconnects. It's like one of those. What's it called? I don't even remember what it's called. Yeah, small connector. There's a little data connector here. You can remove. Probably goes to the fan, it seems. And I believe I don't see any. Well, there's a screw there, and I don't see any more screws. So there seems to be a screw here we have to take out, which is now a bigger Phillips. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if it's because the thermal paste is that stuck to the CPUs or what, because in the video that I'm watching, he's not taking out the whole heatsink. The heatsink is getting left behind, but I can't really see in there, but it sounds like the whole heatsink is coming up. Yeah, you can also see, I can see the screw from the heatsink is coming with it. So, if you could not do that. Oh, okay, that actually worked. Okay, one heatsink fell off. Nice. Okay, let's push something in this one. Okay, that worked. Interesting. Holy, that's dry. If it's that stuck. Okay. So we have it out finally. So I ended up just grabbing this big triangle bit, which doesn't go in the hole, and just kind of jamming it, and it worked. So this is like bone dry thermal paste, probably. Let me grab something to clean it with. So I do have a bin of thermal paste, and I do have some of this Noctua stuff, and the previous one I used is this no-name AliExpress thermal paste, and yeah, this is some Noctua stuff. So I'm gonna put on the Noctua thermal paste because it might be better. I think that's a good amount. That's maybe a bit too much, but whatever. And that. Now it's definitely enough. I think I put a bit too much, but yeah, too much, it's just gonna spread out. Too little, it's gonna not do enough. And then obviously if it's bad quality, then it's gonna dry out. Maybe this is one of those applications where you should buy the PTM 7950. I think PTM 7950 is way too overpriced. Like, yeah, I mean, it's more long, lasts longer, but to be honest, I don't have thermal paste problems that often where it's dried out. I think this is the only time where it's really been, like, other than like a 10-year-old laptop or random computer, it's not that big of a problem. Apart from this guy, which is just insane. Okay, so ooh, damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. There we go. So now the little cable is plugged in. I think that would help. Let's just test it. Okay. Do you see a light? Ah, power's on. Let's see. Just fire up a game just to speed up the heating. DCF5. So as you can see in the corner of the screen now, it's complaining about the temperature, and in a minute it's probably going to shut off. So I guess it wasn't a thermal paste issue. For some reason, maybe the thermal paste below the heat spreader is the problem, because it seems like it's still overheating. The fan is going crazy and it's giving me alerts about overheating. And you know, I'm only minutes playing a game, but it's not. Yeah. So that. So I think I'm gonna have to do a bit more investigation on what's really going on here, because it seems like, even though the thermal paste was very sticky to get off, to get the heating off, seems like there's some other issues. And it's not like the air that is pushing out is that hot. It's pretty cold. So I don't know if I can take the IHS off or if I need some special tools for that. Guess I'll have to research a bit about that. So I think I think I will do some research and I'll come back. Okay, so I've done a bit of research, and it seems like that you're able to heat up the CPUs and the GPU, and then pop off the ISS by using a little spudger. So the glue is a bit different. So I think this is the GPU, and it has four, one in each corner, dabs of glue, and you're able to kind of go in from like here and pry it up. And this one you have to cut the glue all the way around. So we're gonna try that. See if it's possible. So I think this one will fit in under, yeah, it fits in under there. So we're gonna heat up. Just gonna heat it up like this. Okay, and then we get this guy under here. I don't know if I heated it enough. Yeah, totally worked. So that was the GPU. That's probably pretty hot. Oh, put that like that. Okay. So now we have to do the same for the CPU, except it's going to be a lot harder because we're going to have to heat it up, and then we're going to have to get this one in between here and try to cut the glue. How much can you see? Yeah, you can see what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm going to try that. Is this hot? It's not hot. That so we don't get hurt, and then should be able to kind of stick it in here, which is really hot. I'm not really able to. Don't know if that's the best way to do it. The way I watched a guy on YouTube do it. It doesn't go in. Is there a hole that I can start from? Doesn't seem to be a hole. Maybe it needs more heat. If in doubt, add more heat. Get some leverage. Oh, that broke. Okay, it didn't break necessarily. Okay. Oh, it's going. Okay. Okay, it did something. Something happened. The one with the dagger, yeah, so that was bit. So now go out to here. I'll push it this way. The only thing is not to, like, you shouldn't hit. Okay. I think I hit the CPU there. Is that good? Not some great sounds that it's making, but yeah. Okay, more heat. Just have to get in there. Oh. These sounds, you know, not great. Okay. Oof, that sound. Okay, popped off. At least. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Okay, that's a lot of glue. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just checking around the CPU here, make sure it didn't knock anything off. It didn't, well, it didn't intend to knock anything off, but just to make sure everything is good as it can be. So yeah, all these components look fine. So again, and I don't know if that is a scratch or it's a bit scratched here, but hopefully it's not broken. And it's also a bit scratched here, but I think that's just the top coat that was scratched by the like this part of the blade here. I think that's fine. I hope. I think that's just some thermal paste or glue or whatever it is. So I'm not sure what they used here. Is it glue or is it thermal paste? I think it's glue. But I think, yeah, I think everything looks good here. So we'll pack away the microscope. And thanks to the person in the video about this microscope who recommended that I put it on. So in the video I made about this arm, I put it on the other way around so that the part up here was at the bottom, but he was like, why don't you flip it around so that it's at the top and then you have this at the bottom, which is way smarter. So I did that, and yeah, it's wonderful. So I think everything is fine. We should just clean it up with some IPA. I'm not gonna bother removing the glue and all that stuff, but does that. But then... no, it doesn't. That's pretty much it. Of course I would have liked it to be a success, but that's the risk when you're repairing things, especially when you're messing around on the PCB. You might just break it, and that's a risk that you have to take when you repair things. You have to consider that it might just break even more than it was before. So yeah, that's a bit sad. I'm removing the hard drive because at least that's a fairly new hard drive. I think it's from 2022. I bought it when I found the PS3 in the recycling room. It had, of course, that, is it a 120 or 160 gigabyte hard drive? Very small built-in hard drive, and I was like, I fixed it by replacing the thermal paste, and it became a lot quieter. And then I was going to use it, so I bought a bigger hard drive for it, and yeah, it still works. I could go in a laptop or in an external, probably like an external enclosure. So I just have a small bag here, which I'm going to put the screws in, because if it is going to be sold for parts, I would like to have most of the stuff included. I'm not going to include the hard drive, selling it for parts, because it still has... I don't think the console itself is logged in, but I think I do have some save data on there. Not that I really care, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep the hard drive. They could be replaced, and the CPU and GPU could be reballed if you have the skills for it and the equipment for it. I don't have that right now, so it's beyond my ability to repair. But if you have any simple suggestions that you think could also be the issue, maybe leave them in the comments below, and then I'll have a look at it. So it just goes to show that not every repair is a success story. You can definitely mess it up. I hope you at least enjoyed the video, and if you did, please remember to leave a like, and while you're down there you could also subscribe, and then I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.